What is happening, ladies and gentlemen of League Zero, and welcome to the first week 2 games of Advanced. Last week they had the week off because of the Super Bowl being inconvenient. But this week we finally get to see what Advanced has going for us. Tonight we have an interesting match, hopefully not as much of a stomp as most people are thinking. We have the Titans, known as Easy Clap, versus Goats Only, who are relatively unknown. Unfortunately, I'm not expecting much in terms of Goats Only creating an upset, unless Easy Clap is really just memeing on him. But yeah, for those who don't know, Easy Clap is made primarily up of friends. Actually, I'm pretty sure everyone on their roster right now knows each other and are like 4.4K or above, whereas Goats Only has quite a lot of familiar faces. Adam Chegg is on the bench right now, but he's their other flex DPS. Norse Dude played an Easy Clap last season a little bit as the main tank, but it remains to be seen if they can hold up to the tidal wave that is, Yusuf, Falcon, Kuro, Wannabe, Avoid, and Cal actually is brand new to this scene. However, they are friends with everyone else, and I believe they are looking at their profile. They are private. Oh, there goes Wannabe. He went out of the lobby, but they do have Colby in, they do have Colby on the bench currently. Nope, he's back. Okay, so Easy Clap does actually have that. Endless is also in the lobby, but I doubt he's going to be starting over Yusuf as main tank. Anyways, we're going to get into the coin flip. Who is pinging me? Sorry about that. Someone in Hedwig was asking about a different lobby. Anyways, wait, no, is it? No. Anyways, I'm going to let them organize their lobbies. We're going to get going on ours, so I'm going to do the coin flip right now. Just going to let them. All right. So we have Easy Clap, we'll have heads. And Goats Only, we'll have tails. It is heads, so Easy Clap will get to choose between, I believe it is Busan and Lijiang Tower. Indeed it is, so we're just going to wait on that. I doubt we're going to see any sub-ins. Well, granted, Endless can't play. He's suspended for, I believe, the first game, or something along those lines. But I highly doubt they're going to be switching up these lineups anytime soon, aside from maybe Chegg coming in. Interestingly enough, we are going to see Busan come out. I haven't really seen anyone besides the novice teams play Busan. Almost exclusively Intermediate has been deciding to go for Lijiang. It's very popular, but I guess they want to mix it up a little bit. They want to meme, probably going to be seeing quite a bit of memeing from Easy Clap. They are on a lot of other teams, Yusuf. Oh, okay, well, they do have time. So about 5 minutes, so 7:12 is when we'll have to start, regardless of whether Yusuf is in the bathroom or not. But yeah, going to be seeing probably just about these rosters come out. Like I said, unless Chegg wants to come in for Moby, who is the Mom Don't Leave. I don't know why he registered with that account, but he did. We know it's Moby. He's not hiding that fact, so I mean, hey, why not? A almost former Season 1 champion, as he was on Crest briefly last season. Well, for about first half of the season, then he got dropped because Milton was pretty heavy-handedly starting 24/7. Did go to Easy Clap briefly. Unfortunately, Season 1 Easy Clap was not pretty. They don't like to talk about it, let alone us. They just kind of exploded, and we're kind of left to pick up the pieces with about 2 weeks left and then the playoffs. So it was a valiant effort. This Easy Clap is, while they share the name, they do not share the legacy of Easy Clap of old. Goats Only, on the other hand, is a brand new team managed by Pooter. Okay, we are good to go, so I don't have to try and drag that conversation any longer. Off to Busan. Looks like we're going to be going to Mecha Base first. I feel like this map is usually not first, just from what we've seen in the past, by sheer luck of the draw. Goats Only here. I'm expecting to see a little bit of standard compositions, maybe a Zarya and Mecha Base, although, to be honest, D.Va is just a lot better in this meta, aside from like maybe King's Row or Control Center on Lijiang Tower. Otherwise, I'm expecting, Rein D.Va, Mei, Reaper, possibly Hanzo, but Reaper's probably better in this case. It's a very brawly map. And then Lucio Moira, yep. Although, to be fair, I believe Yusuf's favorite hero is either Reinhardt or Winston, but I know he likes playing both. Falcon is an incredible D.Va. Kudel and Wannabe, I wouldn't be shocked if they want to stick on the Doom Genji, but it looks like Kudel's going to be swapping over. Going to be seeing a little bit of projectile DPS coming out from Wannabe. Normally he is a hit scan, granted both Kudel and Wannabe are hit scan DPS, and they're so good that they can really get away with anything. Wannabe coming out in the Genji, really the only other time we've seen a Genji in play here has been in Novice from Alucard on Hyperflex. Both teams just opting to go to the high ground. Huge anti coming out onto Northstud. The entire team, Goats Only, is going to have to back up. Northstud getting incredibly low, and Don't Leave gets pinned by Yusuf. Kudel takes out Adam, and that's all she wrote for this fight. Easy Clap is going to have to and capture the point. However, they are pushing up. The objective is unlocked, and Easy Clap is just realizing now that maybe they should go do that because they don't want to be here all night. And sure enough, they will capture the point rather quickly, avoiding Yusuf. Doing so, Goats Only opting to fight on the low ground. The rest of Easy Clap is going to have to catch up, and Yusuf gets melted. He was caught out too soon for the rest of his team to catch up to him. Kudel gets incredibly low, but he will back out with his Wraith form and escape with his life. However, he does get caught out by Zoinks and flashbang by Fugla. Fugla getting a little bit low there briefly. Northstud takes out Falcon. Late Nano comes in too, Wannabe. He's very close to a blade. He actually opts to pull it out in what, a 5v4? Yusuf dies yet again. He just doesn't have any luck right here. Bomb coming in from Wrath. Will not find anyone, however, Fugla does manage to take out Wannabe. In the meantime, Kudel does take out Northstud, but he is going to have to retreat. Cal tries to do something on the point, but there's only so much a lone Ana can do. RIP. In the meantime, we do have quite a few ults coming online for Easy Clap in particular. We have the Death Blossom. We have both tank ults. Avoid is coming up on his beat rather soon. Fugla is really the only one online with Goats Only with an ult who has the Death Blossom. Kudel coming in with his Death Blossom. But he will not find anything worthwhile at it. Raph gets eaten by Falcon. His ult just completely negated, and Easy Clap takes a demanding position on the point yet again. There's the team kill, and they really didn't have to use much else besides that Death Blossom, which didn't really even get that much. It was just the follow-up on that. It did manage to do a lot of poke damage, and apparently that was all they needed to make it work. Kudel checking out the back here. Decides to stay on that high ground, drops down now to help Yusuf. Falcon tosses in a bomb. Will it get anything? Goats Only had a really good retreat there. And Yusuf is melted almost immediately. Oh, but Fugla is caught out by Kudel in the backline. Want to be taken out by Mom Don't Leave. And it is to freeze him up. Adam invests an early beat, as well as Zoinks using the Coalescence to help take down Wannabe. Avoid pops his beat much later into the fight. Kudel popping yet another Death Blossom. I find not much for it. Northstud does fall through his vanilla primary fire, however, and so does Moby. Cal take out Adam, and with that, Goats Only had what looked like almost a winning fight there with the early pickoff onto Yusuf, but that was really all they had. Wannabe does have the blade. Cal does not have the nanos go along with it. I believe he invested it into Void or possibly Kudel there. But he is going in. Pretty standard, huge anti coming in from Cal. And sure enough, Northstud, Adam, and Zoinks will fall, followed by the majority of the rest of the team. Late bomb coming in from Raph. I'm not sure about that one, as he's just going to get DMA'd once again, feeding more ult charge, and Easy Clap will be in overtime on the better side of overtime. Goats Only does surprisingly manage to touch. Huge shatter coming in from Norsuit at the last second. He does get anti, but I'm not sure if that will matter, as the kill feed is currently going in favor of Goats Only. However, as I say that, Falcon Yusuf, what are you doing? he boots Adam off, and it does allow the rest of his team to equalize. So I guess the little suicide there worked in his favor. One last bomb for Falcon, taking out 2, but that was after the timer had ticked up to 100. Pretty dominant take. Goats Only had some moments there.
Ready for battle.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, it looks like we have Dive coming out from EasyClap. Granted, it's his control, so they have plenty of time to swap it up right beforehand, but we are getting to the 10-second mark, so maybe they will swap it up, or maybe they just decide to bring it back to 2017 and bring out the old-fashioned Dive with a little bit of flair with Wannabe's Doomfist. Despite being normally a hit scan, his Doomfist is something that he has shined on in the past, and it does look like they will be running out with this. It will be interesting to see how Koodle and Wannabe will get value out of their picks with the McCree and the Mei on the side of Goats Only. Adam takes a little bit of early poke damage, but not much more. Oh, Adam gets caught out by Wannabe, although Yusuf does fall in the meantime, so the teams are relatively 1-for-1, losing a main tank and support respectively. And it does look like Goats Only is taking a lot more poke damage. Fugla does get taken out by Falcon. Cal brought a little bit low, but will heal himself up. Zoink's brought down, and yeah, that's pretty much the call for Goats Only to retreat. However, Norsuit is slowly backing up, a little bit too slowly, in fact, as he does get caught out. And Adam will be taken out. Last, but certainly not least, Koodle showing his chops on the Tracer, something we didn't really get to see that often last season with the middle of Goats meta. We saw him a bit on the McCree, a lot on Lazaria, but sure enough, he is performing rather well on this. Wannabe already 85 and counting % to that Meteor Strike. Huge anti coming in from Cal. That was what, 4-5 man, and that is all they really needed to clean up the fight. Fugla just kind of accepting his fate, standing there. Yep, okay. He's just moseying on through the middle of EasyClap, waiting for someone to take him out. Thankfully, they were merciful in their justice. Wannabe going incredibly deep into the backline. Will get nanoed in the meantime. Nanoed Meteor Strike. Although he is not really finding much out of it. Cal, in the meantime, is finding Adam with the anti-nade. Avoid finding Moby. Mom Don't Leave, rather. Same person. And they are now touching the spawn doors. Fugla pops the High Noon just to clear the area a bit. Falcon getting incredibly low, does toss in the bomb, probably just to get that re-mech. Wannabe jumping in, taking out Adam almost immediately. He just respawned to Koodle, picking up Fugla in the meantime. Norsuit does pop a shatter, does manage to stun up Wannabe, but they're not really going to be able to capitalize off of it. However, Raph does finish off the weakened Doomfist. Now EasyClap's DPS are fallen, and this is really the chance for Goats Only to push forward. Norsuit is getting incredibly low and will fall to Yusuf. However, Yusuf does pay for his sins as well. Adam was slept, but he's now woken up. And it looks like Goats Only will finally, potentially, get some percentage on the point. However, you do have to realize that EasyClap was fighting all of that at Goats Only's spawn, so they have a lot of time. However, they do finally flip the point. At the very least, it's not going to be 100-0, but it remains to be seen how long they can hold on to this. Oh, that was a beautiful pick onto Koodle there by Norsuit. Well caught out, yet another nano onto Wannabe, and he will find Mom Don't Leave. Hard to do anything about the angry nanoed boxer in your backline. I don't think this is a boxer, but his skill set is basically Street Fighter, so we can acknowledge that. Adam does pop the B, and Fugla tries to get something out of the Deadeye. He does manage to take out a Void, but Void takes him out in return. Koodle pops his pulse bomb onto Norsuit, kills him. Yusuf falls. Wannabe still just running amok on the point with this Doomfist. Adam falling incredibly low and will eventually fall. I think that's like the 4th or 5th anti-nade kill that Cal has had. Extremely high level flex support despite never seeing them in this league before, and Adam just gets unlucky there and couldn't get away from the bomb in time. Yusuf taking out Fugla in the meantime. Hard to do anything against the monkey when you're a cowboy, and yeah, that's basically all she wrote. I don't think anyone can touch. Oh, they actually did touch. Adam gets an early touch onto the point for the contest. Zoinks takes out Wannabe, and Falcon and Cal follow suit. Avoid taken out by Zoinks yet again. That was a beautiful opener. Yusuf decides to pop the Primal Rage, stall out the point a lot longer. However, he is getting chunked down, and will feed quite a bit of ult charge to Northstude in particular. Raph did swap over to the Wrecking Ball in that mad dash for the stall to point. And Goats Only is actually doing a lot better than they were last point. They only had about 30-ish%, and now they're up to 60%. I don't know if they'll be able to hold on to this point, as Easy Clap is coming up on a lot more ultimates, and Goats Only had to pop a lot of ults that last fight just to get the point. So we'll have to remain to see. Pulse Bomb gets tossed out. I don't know where that went. I don't think it got eaten because it didn't show up in the kill feed. Falcon does take out Northstude. That's already a bad start for Goats Only. Fugla almost gets caught up by the Meteor Strike, however, the rest of his team heals for him. Oh, Wannabe misses the Rocket Punch. Fugla pops yet another High Noon, and Wannabe finally falling to the hands of the Sharpshooter. And it looks like this point is actually going in favor of Goats Only. Easy Clap is going to have to stall. However, these players are skilled enough that it is not out of the realm of possibility that they manage to make it work. That bomb by Falcon was well placed, but unfortunately not well enough to get any kills. Yusuf on point on the ball, just to stall a little bit. Koodle back onto the Tracer. Will not work. He will get taken out by Fugla, who's shown a rather impressive McCree, and to their credit, Goats Only, despite being the obvious underdogs in this matchup, have managed to take it. It was 99 to 100. Hard fought. And they took it, you know? They have a point on the board. Already they have the moral victory. Wannabe swapping over to the Widowmaker. I wouldn't be shocked to see him stick on this Koodle over to his signature McCree. And I wouldn't be shocked to see, aside from possibly Raph, see these compositions stay. Yeah, I would love to see the Ball Diva from Easy Clap, but sure enough, they will swap over to the Reinhardt. And yeah, this is relatively what I was expecting for the most part. Cal seems to like that Ana. However, with all the Overwatch League Anas we've been seeing this past weekend, I'm not surprised that some of the higher level players are realizing that Ana is quite viable here if you can get value out of your nades and sleep darts, which is definitely more possible than it was with Double Shield. Easy Clap taking the direct approach to the point, whereas Goats Only taking the far right flank, deciding better than to take the direct brawl. However, they are kind of hopping around the backside of the point. They're not entirely sure which way they want to go, or I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Possibly some cooldowns, possibly just scouting out. Wannabe already on their backside, getting caught out by Raph and might actually die? No, not quite. Raph used his boosters to get to Wannabe, and in the meantime, the point was being taken by Easy Clap. However, that shouldn't be too much of a surprise as they were already on the point. Fugla getting caught up by the anti-nade, eventually dying, as well with the rest of Goats Only. He actually swaps over to the Soldier. Interesting pick here. I wonder if he's considering contesting the Widowmaker with this. I don't actually know what the point of the Soldier is, to be honest. Strategically speaking, it doesn't really help, aside from possibly the McCree. In the meantime, Moby does get domed by Wannabe. Nice little taste of lead for him in the morning. Easy Clap retreating back to point, deciding to take the 6v5 on point. They still have the advantage here in man advantage, and Koodle does fall with the helps of Zoinks and Raph, taking them out with the Coalescence. Falcon on point doesn't quite get his bomb, so he can't remake immediately. Just going to stall on point with a Void on top of the drum, dancing a little bit. However, he is getting booped off by Adam, and he will fall. In the meantime, Goats Only is back with more percentage. Once again, they're getting their names on the board. Wannabe still looking for that sightline, but he hasn't quite found anything too valuable aside from the occasional pick, and as I say that, a bit too brazen. And that's all she wrote. Koodle pops his High Noon. Will he find anything? That was a beautiful wall from Moby. Completely denies the High Noon. Raph tosses in the bomb, but it does not find anything. Koodle, in the meantime, does take out Adam, and Northstude gets a huge shatter. Seems like he's been getting a lot more value out of his shatters than Yusuf has. And it looks like we're going to have a back gap here from Wannabe. No, not quite. Yusuf complaining in chat that he would like to play. Seems like Moby and his Mei are getting on his nerves. Fugla does lose the duel to avoid, but he does manage to take out Koodle in the meantime. That is potentially a quite valuable pick. We do have a disconnect from Adam. I did not see what percentage ult charge he had. I believe he had just used it, though. So they do have approximately 5 minutes as of right now. So begins the clock. About 4.5 minutes at this point, but oh, he's back. Okay. Let me just check the lobby. Yep, okay. They are ready. So we are going to unpause. That was a rather short pause. Apparently his game crashed, but better than internet problems. Looks like Easy Clap will reclaim the point. Goats only didn't quite manage to get up to the percentage that Easy Clap had gathered at first. But they did get about 40%, which is respectable. If they can come back possibly with that soldier ultimate, attack visor, that's the name of it, then they could possibly get some picks here, as neither Void nor Cal have their ults on board. Void especially wanting to have that beat for the attack visor. Bomb comes in from Falcon, does not find anything. He hasn't had much luck with that aside from the select few. Fugula does get taken out by Koodle in the meantime. North2 just falls off the map. He might have gotten booped there, I'm not entirely sure what happened. Moby does take out Yusuf. Falcon boops off Moby in the meantime. A whole bunch of boops happening in at the end of it. Unfortunately, Zoinks was kind of left alone with nothing but an ulting Moira. Easily taken out. Now they do have High Noon, as well as the Nano Boost, sure enough. That's what we see, and Fugla and North2 were basically just fodder for that. Moby does come in with the Doomfist, but gets immediately antied and melted. And now Ghost Only is really just in stall mode. It was a good attempt to take back the point, but unfortunately Easy Clap will be taking the victory there. I'm not sure if Yusuf realizes that the stream does not see match chat, but he is currently promoting his TikTok. Sure enough, Yusuf will get the play of the game on Winston, one of his favorite heroes.
Double, triple kill, quadruple kill.
Interestingly enough, though, this is not as much of a stomp as I personally was expecting. Now, granted, this was just control. We still have at least 2 other maps to go. So, Goats Only will get the pick between Hanamura and Temple of Anubis. And Easy Clap will eventually get to pick attack or defend first. And it looks like right away Easy Clap wants defense, so we won't have to change anything up on the stream. I'm assuming they'll just want to be sticking to defense as long as they have a say in the matter. As if they can full hold or at least have a good defense, it could make it all that much easier, not much quicker for them to claim the next couple maps, or at least that's the strategy. Obviously, they are the favorites here. But we'll have to see how much of a fight Goats Only can actually put up. Okay, looks like we have a swap for someone who's not currently in. But then I'm assuming Lux is going to be getting in soon, and they would like to swap him out for Zoinks. And Goats Only does choose Hanamura. We have seen that quite a bit. Okay, there's Lux and Vegetal, I believe. Yeah, both of them are Goats Only. Vegetal will need to swap his profile picture, which I assume he's in the process of doing. Yep, there we go. Lux. Wannabe has left the lobby. I'm not sure if he's coming back, but at the very least they have Colby, so they can can throw him in. In the meantime, unfortunately, Endless, their other sub. Nope, he's back. Okay, never mind. All right. And it looks like we are all set, just waiting on confirmation. Let's see, Pooter. Goats Only says yes. Yusuf appears to be happy with the Hanamura pick. I guess he likes that map as opposed to Anubis. Granted, I believe Anubis is a little bit polarizing. It's either highly loved or highly hated. Yeah, we're just waiting on Easy Clap to confirm that they are all set. All right, and sure enough, we are. So, off to Hanamura.
Traveling to Hanamura. Prepare to attack.
Interested to see what Easy Clap decides to roll defense. This will be the first time we really get to see them on in earnest defense. Compositions can change quite a bit from control to the other map types, as you're pretty much always on attack. I have about 20 more seconds. In the meantime, Ghost Only has quite a bit more time to meme around with their compositions. We'll have to wait and see. Basically, until the gates open, that's what they're actually going to run. I wouldn't be shocked to see possibly some Pharah here from the defense, possibly Pharah from the offense, to be honest. They can both work. Junkrat and Ashe, that's interesting. Both of those heroes we haven't really seen much of, but can be rather viable depending on how you use them, especially when Wannabe and Koodle are behind them. So we'll have to wait and see. Interesting that we're seeing the Rein Orisa. Orisa not quite as viable as she used to be. However, we have seen this composition played by some Overwatch League teams, so still definitely viable, especially here on defense. And I guess in the case of Goats Only composition, which it looks like, I would to see them roll out with this. It's nothing too outlandish. The only thing that Aziva could really deny would be the probably the High Noon and the Blizzard. Looks like Yusuf was going for some quick ult charge there, and he does manage to get probably quite a few people in that Fire Strike, as he has 20% already to his ultimate. Fugla is taking a lot of early damage there, as well as Moby. However, they do survive. They managed to make it to the right room. And it looks like they're going to be rotating up onto the high ground. Easy Clap still sticking to their guns over here on the little porch. Yusuf just swinging his hammer off in the sand garden over there. Just taunting Goats Only to defy his reign over the point. Oh, but Adam gets taken out early by Wannabe. I didn't even notice. That's a huge amount of healing and speed gone for Goats Only. Now they're just stuck in this awkward position, and with a 5v6, they decide to go onto the point. Early Nano coming out onto Northstone. Yusuf, I don't know if he'll be able to take this on by himself. However, we do have Cal healing him up in the meantime. Yusuf does get a nice pin onto Raph. However, he does make it out alive. Yusuf is the one to blocking off the rest of the defense from the point. Yusuf caught out alone. And here comes the Riptire from Koodle. It does get taken out by Northstone. Goats Only is actually in a favorable position here. They just need to not lose too many people. Wannabe does take out Adam again. But that's really just a parting gift, as they do manage to take out. Oh my word, Wannabe! They have families, please! They're still fighting on first point, and they've long since captured it. Yusuf uses a shatter in the first point, and they have already captured first point. They have 5 minutes to go. And yet, Easy Clap is just spawn camping at this point. Fugl is caught out in the Sand Garden. Will get healed up by Lux. And Wannabe finally pays for being so aggressive. However, he does have Defender's advantage. Koodle actually swaps over to the Symmetra, not something we've seen too much of. Nano High Noon coming in from Fugl, and he catches a Void! That's a really good pick right there. As well as Koodle getting caught out as well. Falcon dying soon after, and it looks like Goats Only is at least going to take a tick. Raph tosses a bomb, forces the defense to stay away. 2 ticks already. Are they going to get 3? Because this would be an incredible time. Avoid was the only one stalling a point. Kudel does swap over to the Tracer, but it's for not as he immediately dies. Falcon frozen up, and he will be a little bit more sturdy as the ball. And they managed to cap with over 4 minutes. That's incredible.
Score 0.
It's incredibly rare that you see
Sides.
on 2CP the time go up afterwards, especially in this case. Like, yes, Easy Clap was running a little bit weak compositions. They were getting overly aggressive. But it's still Easy Clap. Like, the fact that Goats only managed to steamroll, like, take advantage of that situation is rather impressive. But, of course, they need to have an equally as impressive defense here as it is Easy Clap on offense, and that is a terrifying thing to imagine. I really have no idea what Easy Clap could possibly roll out with here on offense, but I can imagine that Goats Only may roll out with either the Rein Diva or the Orisa Rein. Looks like, yeah, pretty standard. Not surprised. If it works, it works. Fugla sticking on the McCree here, possibly preempting an attack Pharah. However, usually defensive Pharahs are the go-to, if anything. However, it looks like Moby decides to stick on that Mei. Not a bad choice, especially considering that really the only person who could get out of that situation would be Falcon with his boosters, if they decide to roll out with this McCree Tracer. Interestingly enough, we have seen some Tracer from the Overwatch League, so I'm not shocked to see that these players are trying it out, trying out a lot of the compositions they see. Some of these players are just a few steps below Overwatch League in terms of Path to Pro, Yusuf being top 17 in Open Division, so very near that coveted 16th spot. So, not too shocked to see them try it out. Wannabe immediately blinks into the backline. And he's already up top, and Adam gets picked off early again. That's got to be, 3 times that it's happened? And Cal and Wannabe run onto point, take out Lux like it was nothing. And they're just capping point, the two of them. Raph finally decides to turn around, but he's already so low and demeched, and that was just as fast and hectic as Goats Only took the first point. Easy Clap just decided, okay, let's try now. And yeah, that was demanding, to say the least. Not only demanding, but it was clean. And despite the insane time that Goats Only had, Easy Clap is looking to have potentially 2 minutes above, or close to 2 minutes above that. And already Fugla and Norsedude were taking a lot of damage. Norsedude's still waiting to get healed up there. Lux and Adam have such low ult charge here. They've been taken out early in almost every single fight. And sure enough, as I say that, gets post-bombed. There not really much you can do about that. That's half of your healing gone, as well as half of your defense. And all of your defense as your tanks are just completely gone at this point. Easy Clap is actually going for a plus minute and a half on Goats Only's. We do have Norsedude coming in on the ball, manages to stall a little bit longer. However, they're already 82% of the way there. Kudel does pay for being so brazen as to dare to high noon out in the open when Adam was still alive. However, he was not alive for much longer. And wow. What is this game? That was entirely impressive. That's like one of those things where you just wonder, wow, how are they going to beat that? And then they one-up it. And it just doesn't make any sense. But I guess that is why Easy Clap was the heavy favorite coming into this game. Because when they decide to try, all of a sudden they just dominate like that. I don't know if they'll continue to try on defense or if Goats Only will get the better of them yet again. But that was a beautiful offense.
Ready for battle.
We'd have to time it, but we can do that with the VOD afterwards because that was absolutely insane.
Attackers incoming in.
I mean, they just let Wannabe triple blink into their backline, run up to the high ground, and then Cal just kind of swooped in with his Reddit Lucio, and that was the end of it. Like, Lux just completely fell. And then the rest of Goats Only did as well. However, since they did somehow get the lower time bank, Goats Only will have their next chance at offense. Wannabe on the Mei here. That's something that we have not seen from him yet this series. Oh no, that was a beautiful early wall. Easy Clap deciding to do a little bit of spawn camping here to chip down the time bank. However, that is very risky, as if they do lose people, that's probably first point taken for Goats Only. Goats Only is a little bit split within their own spawn. They're not entirely sure which door they want to come out of. Oh no, North2 gets caught out yet again. However, he does manage to stay on top of the wall. It doesn't quite... Oh no, that's the exact pick they wanted. Lux does get taken out, but remember, right now they have attacker's advantage. Cal does get charged and will die. Yusuf as well. Those are huge picks here, as the offense are going to respawn rather quickly. Falcon does manage to take out North2 and Raph. Okay, yeah, Goats Only just died. And right now it's a... 3.5 V6, as Falcon is out of his mech, and not really close to remeching anytime soon. However, you do gotta remember that Yusuf and Cal are the ones who died, and Cal can speed boost Yusuf back, so sure enough, they are back right before Goats Only decides to push forward. However, they do get out of the spawn, at the very least. Oh, that's a huge pick. Beautiful block by North2. Yusuf didn't have a chance. Koodle tries to teleport up into the backline, but it doesn't quite work. Chasing him down. I don't know if they were tracking that ultimate, but Koodle was about 99% to his Death Blossom as he was killed, so that was an absolutely crucial pick there. And the Blizzard does come out. I think Wannabe got a little bit brazen there, but ultimately decided that it didn't matter. And in the meantime, Goats Only will be taking second point with a reasonable time bank. 3 minutes is nothing to scoff at. Normally that'd be incredible if, you know, they didn't start this with about 4 minutes. So Wannabe already in the backline on the Doomfist. Does take out Lux. Doesn't manage to do anything about that. Raph tries to peel a little bit, but doesn't quite manage to save his teammate in time. Oh, Koodle tried to Death Blossom, but just got high nooned in the process. Cal getting caught out yet again. Raph getting demexed by Wannabe, but the rest of Goats Only is up on the mid ground, contesting point now. And it looks like they might actually get a tick, because Falcon is the only one to contest here. He does drop in a bomb, doesn't find anyone, and Fugla takes out Falcon while he's remeching. That's absolutely crucial. I'm not sure what North2 was trying to shatter there, but they did get a tick, yes, so the win condition is now set. Wannabe getting incredibly low, managed to get the Meteor Strike off just before. Beautiful counter charge by North2, and he is nanoed as well, so there will be a lot more damage. Lux just is not having any luck with the Doomfist today. Wannabe completely lighting up the kill feed. In the meantime, Koodle deciding to help out his teammate and avoid finishing off Adam. Falcon does get demeched yet again, however, it does look like he will have some time to either run back to spawn. Yep, he's just running back to spawn, swap over to Hog, and then probably swap back. Yep. Fugla actually takes out Wannabe. That's a rather late pick there in the fight. Or early pick, depending on how you look at it. And they have about a minute and a half, so they have about this push and then one good push. Other than that, it's going to be primarily a stagger push at that point. You have a lot of Goats Only falling very low, and Yusuf gets stunned out of his shatter. That's absolutely incredible. Obi with a great timing there on the freeze. Yusuf is just not allowed to play the game currently. Raph getting stalled that much longer. Now, Goats Only is coming in with quite a few more ultimates. Koodle with his High Noon is really the only one on the side of Easy Clap, whereas Goats Only has coming up on 3 that Nano is going to... Oh, beautiful pick. Adam, finally a support on the side of Goats Only getting the better of Wannabe's Doomfist. Koodle's taking a lot of damage in the meantime. But Falcon does win that duel with Fugla. However, Cal does get picked up as well. Unfortunately, it is Defender's advantage at this point. Fugla will just have to deal with running back later. Wannabe already harassing Lux in the backline. However, Adam is here to help his teammate, and Wannabe is stunned. He got slept. However, Koodle drops down to help his fellow DPS. Adam is just stuck. He can't really heal his team. He does drop the beat, and the kill feed is going in favor of Goats Only. They do get that second tick. Are they going to third? If they do, it should be an overtime. No, they will get it with 2 seconds left. Oh my word. The fact that they took this at all, like, the first 2 points was incredible against Easy Clap, but they took it again? That's really well done. Of course, they would have liked a better time bank, but again, that they did it at all was beautiful. Of course, I worry that Easy Clap is just going to pull another Easy Clap and roll through everything once again, and it'll be 2 seconds versus another 5-minute run. So we'll have to wait and see. I would expect pretty much the same composition coming out from both teams here. It worked so well with Easy Clap last time on their offense. I don't see any reason why they would change it up. And sure enough, however, we do have Lux finally opting out of that Ana. Probably fearing that if he gets bullied by Wannabe anymore, have any value to his team whatsoever, whereas at least Moira has the escape factor with her shift. It's a lot more slippery. And we'll have to wait and see if they allow Wannabe once again to just blink into their back line, as he did last time. I mean, they didn't really have an answer to it before, and they just kind of ignored him, and sure enough, he is blinking rather aggressively forward. Oh, but he does get a nice quick headshot by Fugla. But it doesn't quite kill him, and oh, Yusuf gets caught out. Falcon does jump in front of the wall to help him, but in the meantime, he just kind of fed. Unfortunately, we do have Wannabe fighting. Or no, actually, that was Cal on point, not Wannabe. And Cal is still in the back line. Or actually, where is he? Did he retreat? I don't see him. I don't see his outline. Oh, I see him. He's top left. And he's just waiting for the rest of his team, probably waiting for Wannabe at the very to jump forward. We'll have to wait to see what he does here. But that was a beautiful wall by Moby. Yep, sure enough, Wannabe blinks immediately into the left side. Did they even see him? Koodle gets taken out in the meantime, however, and Cal is back capping on point with Wannabe. 2 people on the point will be capping that much sooner, and I'm not sure if anyone's going to be here to contest at the very least that first tick. No, it looks like most of Ghost Only is dead, aside from... Is that Moby? Yeah, that's Moby. He does take out a Void! Yusuf is typing his TikTok yet again, and they will cap with basically the same strategy. Koodle now on the fist, as opposed to Wannabe from before. And yeah, we have 4.5 minutes for Easy Clap to capture this point, whereas Ghost Only really only had maybe, what, 2? 1.5? So definitely the advantage for Easy Clap. They immediately just rush onto point, avoid, immediately Coalescence, but Lux is there to counter. In the meantime, Yusuf is getting frozen and coalesced and everything you could possibly imagine. Fugla is taken up by Wannabe in the meantime. Falcon beautifully onto the Blizzard. Ghost Only definitely would have wanted that bomb coming out from Raph. That will clear out the point for a little while. At least Falcon tossing in his own bomb, and it will immediately be mech Raph once again. Unfortunate. But Adam does take out Koodle. That is a very large pick here. And Fugla does get booped out. But he will take out Cal with the High Noon in the meantime, avoid falling immediately after. Easy Clap is not going to be taking the point anytime soon. They will have to regroup, however, Wannabe is in the backline fighting Raph with the Baby Diva, almost winning, but not quite, as Fugla decides to aid his mech'd teammate and will... what is Falcon doing? He is riding the roof. This is not CSGO, Falcon. But in the meantime, Ghost Only does have a lot more ultimates besides Wannabe's Pulse Bomb, but otherwise, Raph can look to eat that, potentially, although he has to expect it. And Wannabe has to take some very odd angles in the meantime. Yusuf gets taken out by Fugla. I'm not sure where that came from. Koodle's really the only one that got pinned there by the Shatter. However, he is getting caught out. Fugla is taken out by Wannabe, and Falcon does take out Lux. However, Koodle and Avoid both fall as well. It's a little bit scrappy. Granted, if anyone can bring it back, it would be Easy Clap with this current setup, but it looks like Ghost Only is... yeah, they are slowly collapsing. Yusuf is rushing on to point. Nope, never mind, he thinks better of it and decides, yeah, maybe not a 1v5 with a Mei in that 5 is not the best option for Reinhardt at this moment in time. We do have Wannabe once again far on the left side flank, probably going to distract Ghost Only. And Raph immediately notices and will go on to point to contest the Tracer. Wannabe takes a little bit of damage. Both Coalescences coming out on the high ground. In the meantime, kind of caught out by the Mei wall. I'm not sure which side he was on. But it doesn't matter because he survives. Raph getting incredibly low, starting to lose that duel with Wannabe. Falcon's bomb does come out, and... oh, Wannabe. And Koodle, both finding 2. Raph tosses out his bomb, and Moby had the Blizzard. Oh, nice pick onto Cal, however, I'm not sure if that'll be enough by itself, as there are still 4 members of the attackers on the point. However, the defenders all died at around the same time. Fugla tosses out his own High Noon, who will find a Void. Northstude giving a commanding presence on the point. Wannabe is just dancing around that Mega Health Pack, dueling Fugla, and he might be getting the better of him here in this duel. And he does have to retreat a little bit with Raph on the ball, contesting him. Falcon decides to just jump off, probably better not to delay any longer, as they are now down to 1 minute. This has been a very good second point defense. They did manage to take 1 tick, but that's all they're really going to get. It doesn't matter if they got up to 46%, because they need both ticks here, or all 3 ticks, both points, to actually get anything out of this. Otherwise, Goats Only will be taking a map. And neither team really has much of an ult economy. Koodle and Yusuf are getting close to theirs. Wannabe, it's Wannabe, so he'll have his soon enough. He's Tracer. Avoid and Cal are running up on theirs as well, whereas Goats Only really only has that Coalescence. Adam does have his beat. Adam takes out Yusuf in the meantime, and he does drop that beat. Koodle doesn't really find anything valuable out of that High Noon, and he is brought down to about half health. Koodle does take out Adam with just his primary fire, however. And we are starting to get into desperation mode here. We might see Fugla or some of the other defenders swap. Falcon tosses in his bomb. It's caught up on the high ground, but it will take out Fugla. In the meantime, Avoid takes out Raph. Wannabe with another post bomb take. Huge pick here. Adam stalling on point, but that is pretty much all she wrote. We might be seeing these teams go completely equal. Yusuf getting a very aggressive shatter there onto Fugla, but that's about all she... oh, Cal! Northstude had a beautiful pin there at the last moment, but that will be the point for Easy Clap. Koodle has another High Noon? That was just like, what, 30 seconds ago. So, technically a time difference. Easy Clap did manage to get a worse time. Beautiful defense by Goats Only. I don't think Easy Clap is really memeing there anymore. They're just kind of taking their time and being sloppy about it.
Initiating match.
However, the time difference between a minute and 2 seconds isn't that much, let's be honest. Of course, that does mean that Easy Clap will attack first. So if they do manage to hold, Goats Only manages to hold Easy Clap, they really only have 1 good fight here. And then maybe 2 if they're fast. However, these players are good enough to be fast. Granted, I say that, and both times they've been capping first point incredibly fast. Oh, they're switching up their strategies. Koodle is on the Symmetra. I think we all know what they're going for. Cal is on the Brig, probably to give that little bit of extra tankiness.
Attackers incoming in
And Wannabe over to the Mei. I believe he has played Mei a little bit earlier this series, so that's not too much of a surprise. Fugla over to the Reaper, and I kind of like that pick. There's no way he could know what they're planning, but Reaper is actually going to be incredibly useful for this. They just have to realize that they're going to have the Sim Teleporter straight to point. Or, if Easy Clap is feeling a bit extra today, which who knows if they are, they could come around the left side and try to teleport up onto that roof on the defense's right side.
60 seconds remaining. Defend
That allows them a little bit more high ground. Oh my god, are they actually going to do what I just said? Is that but I'm not sure if they are actually going there. Nope, straight to point. However, Goats Only immediately picked up on that. And they retreat to point. Wannabe taking a lot of damage. And he absolutely huge. They only have about 40 seconds left. And Goats Only does have the man advantage here. They just have to play it safe. They can't feed too much into Koodle's Symmetra, as that is still an incredibly powerful hero. Especially when Koodle's on it. Wannabe swaps over to the Reaper, probably just get a few last minute. Picks in a little bit of extra damage, and he should get back to point in time. Yep, he is teleporting. Oh, never mind. He's just walking up the point. So it's only just stalling as much as they can, trying to get it into overtime. However, Northstude and Raph are both falling incredibly low. Lux does invest the Coalescence. Moby does have that Blizzard. Now would be the time to use it, if anything. And sure enough, he does, and it does not get eaten by Falcon. Wannabe takes out Northstude, and that is a very huge pick. Yusuf invests the Shatter. I'm not sure if he gets anyone. Fugla does invest the Death Blossom as well, and the kills are going in favor mostly of Goats Only, however, as I say that. Oh no, is this actually going in favor of Easy Clap? There's only 2 people, 1 person on the point, and that would be Raph. Raph does invest the bomb, does not find anything. And sure enough, that is going to be first point for Easy Clap. There's no way they're going to contest this again. Beautiful attack there. That's going to be very hard to live up to. It almost very nearly went in favor of Goats Only. Just a little bit of that composure at the very end of the fight, the very tail end, when things started to get serious and sweaty. However, Easy Clap has 15 seconds. Of course, they're going to be teleporting off to their left side, the attacker's right side, immediately on 2 point. Symmetric turrets aren't really going to find much. But this is go time. They are now in overtime, as like right now. The Symmetra Shield ultimate is coming out online. Avoid investing Coalescence. Northsuit falls, that's absolutely huge. They might actually get some percentage on this point, and sure enough, Goats Only is falling. Easy Clap didn't really use that many ultimates for that first point, and that left them open to use quite a lot of them here. And wow. 6-4. How long has this game been going on for? Like 15 minutes? Something crazy like that? Like, if this is such a tall order for Goats Only. Like, they've been performing so well, and I think already they've probably proven the people who put them at the bottom of the power rankings dead wrong. I believe I saw that Hedwig went offline as well on my friends list, which means that I believe the Hangzhou Newt game might be finished already. I'm not sure. I know they're having some difficulty getting people online, so I don't know if that means they just like forfeited or like what the deal is there. But I did see Hedwig go off, and he was casting one of the matches, so at the very least there is that. I haven't seen anyone else go offline yet, though, so I believe the other matches are probably still going. Although I believe this and the Hangzhou match were the two ones that were expected to be rather quick.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, they're going to be going with their own strat. However, you got to feel like Easy Clap is probably going to be expecting this, if not just going to be trying to spawn camp yet again. Wannabe and Koodle are just swapping whatever role they decide to play. You know, it's like, oh, you can play Mei this round. I'm not sure if there's a preference between the two of them. They really care. But they are going pretty hard meta right now. Just the standard, what you'd expect to see. Koodle with the wall. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to be waiting. They are indeed spawn camping. But wait, they expected it! And they went over to the... Oh, what is that teleporter? I like that. Moby almost gets caught out, but... well, actually, no, he still is kind of getting caught out. And now the rest of Goats Only has to decide whether to save their Mei or to just rush the point, because they are in the advantageous position here. However, Moby does eventually fall, and Raph gets demexed. Goats Only is not in a good position anymore. However, we do have, who's that, Adam over on point. Unfortunately, Wannabe was there with the Reaper ready and waiting. 30 seconds, you heard Athena. Goats Only is not in the best position possible. Yusuf already 82% to his Shatter. This game has been going for like 40 seconds. That's insane. That's like 2% ult charge per second. Oh, they were waiting. They were ready for that. Northsuit does get a nice counter charge there. However, he does get frozen up. Not much comes of it, though. However, he will eventually fall to Wannabe. Fugula takes out Yusuf. Both main tanks are down. They do need to contest point. Adam on point. Kills going around left and right, however, it does appear to be going in favor mostly of Easy Clap. Moby taking out Koodle is a huge start, though, and it looks like a good amount of Goats Only is running over to point, being able to contest here. It is a 3v3, and it's completely on these... Okay, now it's a 2v3. No, Northsuit is back. Falcon has his bomb and will invest that. Cal does take out Lux, but a Void is booped off the map. Yusuf almost getting booped off by Raph there on the ball, but it doesn't quite hit. Oh my word, I don't know if... Shatter. Yusuf does not quite yet get to play the game, and despite the intense Hanamura that we have had, it finally ends with Easy Clap taking it. Yusuf, there were so many plays in this one map. This was incredible. If nothing else, Goats Only definitely has a moral victory here. That was a really nice reverse shatter. Or reverse charge there, the 180 charge. Quite the long map, and we are in it for one more. Goats Only gets to choose between King's Row and Eichenwald. Okay. Quite the long map, about 20 minutes. And of course, Easy Clap will be allowed to choose offense or defense. They're probably going to choose defense once again, because if they have the opportunity to end it quicker, then all the better. Although that strategy did not work for Hanamura. That went on for about as long as it possibly could. Chegg is memeing in match chat, telling Yusuf that he has he charges ults faster than he has followers on TikTok. Or no, sorry, he charges ults faster the more TikTok followers he has. I misread. Anyways, unsurprisingly, we are going to King's Row. Fan favorite, player favorite, pretty much everyone's favorite. Let's be honest, I don't think anyone dislikes King's Row. Where is it? There it is. All right. Just confirming that Easy Clap wants defense. I highly doubt we're going to be seeing any substitutes here. Figured up defense. Oh, no, wait, no. Okay, they do actually want offense, so we're going to have to swap the stream graphics and all that. So swap that, swap the names. And then swap the spectators. Okay. All right, is the stream all set? I don't want to go faster than that. All right. And it looks like Easy Clap is ready.
I've got
okay, yep, and Goats Only is ready. We are all set off to London for what I'm expecting to be the final map, but I would like to see Goats Only put up another good fight. Hopefully they aren't too boomed about that, because honestly, the fact that they put up that good of a fight against Easy Clap, I think they could very well be middle to upper tier team. Bit of a tongue twister there. But they have been performing incredibly well. All things considered, so we do get to see Goats Only on defense here, and they have had a rather good showing on defense. I mean, they managed to hold Easy Clap for like, what, 4 minutes on that third and final attack there on Hanamura. Interestingly enough, we have Adam on the Brigitte and a Ryan Orisa coming out.
Attackers incoming.
Northstude has been performing incredibly well considering his use as his counterpart. Raph has been doing pretty well on the D.Va. I haven't really seen him too much on the Orisa to say.
They're TPing Bastion.
I would like to say that they're on offense and they could swap it, but let's be honest, they're not. They're gonna stick with this. So it's gonna be up to Moby and Fugla to notice that and take him out fast, because he's gonna be on top of the statue. Yep, sure enough. Statue, I believe this was first done on Contenders. Yusuf falls a little bit farther down. He does get pulled off of the statue. Not really finding much. Wannabe takes a lot of poke damage. However, they can't really contest the point here. Raph getting antied and brought incredibly low. So does Northstude, but he isn't brought quite as low. Lux healing everyone up. They already have 2 ticks on. Nope, not quite 2 ticks. They managed to contest. Oh, there's the second tick. As I say that, huge anti coming in from a Void. And up they get off the point. Kugel decides that's enough of the dancing on the statue's head, and that is probably best at this point while everyone else pushes forward. Cal is throwing, apparently. And, oh boy, Wannabe swapped over to this orb, so now we have double turrets. Kudel is actually camping on top of Wannabe's turret, so I'm not entirely sure if they'll be able to shoot Wannabe's turret until they take out Koodle. If that is the case, that's... not entirely sure if that'll be the case, if that's similar to like a Mei... Oh, that's a good wall coming out from Moby. Norstude does get melted in the... Definitely. Rather aggressive charge coming from Yusuf. He does get stunned out briefly and tosses in a shatter, but it doesn't really find anything. Koodle does take out Adam. Fugla punishes Wannabe, and Fugla tossed in a high noon, but I don't see where he was. Did he die? Or he just gave up on it? Oh, he's up. He's okay. Yep. This fight got really spread out really fast, and it looks like this will probably be second point. Well, possibly, because there's only two people. Well, one of them is a Bastion, and a Nanoed Bastion. And this is getting insane. Okay, the Bastion finally falls. Norstude, along with Moby, manages to take them out. And this is actually a really good place to hold. We do have the flank Torbjorn with Wannabe. He's waiting for that C9. No, wait, there's an opening. Oh wait, no, there's not. Fugla's right there. He's waiting. Fugla didn't notice him. They're just waiting. Wannabe wants it. He wants it so bad. He doesn't even have his gun out. He has his hammer. Oh, nope, he did swap to his gun.
Oh, Mei almost found him.
Mei almost found him, but I don't think they're expecting it because Torb is not exactly the sneakiest player. Oh no, he's going back. He's thinking better of it. Yeah, unfortunately they are just camping. So he decides, okay, let's get back into the fight in earnest. Pops his turret down. Here comes the Bastion ult. Followed up by Cal's sound barrier. Fugla and Adam quickly fall with the Torb ult coming out for good measure. Yusuf charging almost off the map there. Not entirely sure what he was trying with that, but I mean, whatever. It worked. And he's ulting. Oh, Lux was just standing there accepting his fate. Kind of stuck between a Reinhardt, a Torb, and an Ana. Kind of hard to do anything about that. In the meantime, the Bastion has been mostly aside from when Moby popped his Blizzard. Fugla tossing out his ultimate. It manages to get two rather large picks there, and this is going back in favor of Goats Only. Of course, they're going to have the defender's advantage. Fugla does die there briefly to, I believe, Falcon, but he will be coming back a lot sooner. Falcon and Cal just poking, building up their ults. Falcon actually getting incredibly close to... Koodle did swap finally over to the Soldier. Not exactly the most meta pick unless the Blizzard devs, but... Sure enough. Oh, that was a good block from Norstude, but Yusuf did also manage to get some... Oh, Adam was in the wrong time. Raph giving a return bomb doesn't find quite as much success. However, Wannabe is taken out by Fugla in the meantime. Yusuf getting incredibly low, but he does take out Moby. Norstude takes out Yusuf, however. Favor. Adam taking out Koodle. This is going rather back and forth. Hard to tell exactly who's in favor here because both supports on Goats Only are alive, as well as Fugla, so there's quite a bit more damage there as opposed to the two supports and the Baby D.Va. Wannabe does return, and Cal is just kind of doing his own special thing over in spawn. He is touching the spawn door, but the rest of his team is... Oh, yep, he's just... Wait. Is Cal gonna try and C9 this now? I mean, that was a beautiful shatter by Norstude in the meantime, and a beautiful cleanup, and sure enough, Raph does catch Cal out, and he is now wall riding underneath the map. Not sure how he's going to get back out because it's rather difficult depending on where you go. So he might just be killing time at this point. They are down to just sub 3 minutes, so that's a good time to be defending for, oh boy, all the ultimates. Fugla does find Cal, eventually gives up. He was trying for so long. Didn't quite work. Wannabe decides that the Golden Core was not quite enough, and he is eventually... We do have Easy Clap giving a soft reset before... Yep, they're just kind of chilling in point right now. Wannabe finally swaps off the Torb and decides to go for the Doomfist instead. Beat Attack Visor, Nano Visor even coming out. Adam gets melted almost immediately. Yusuf finds really much of anything. Falcon does have his bomb, and Koodle does light up the kill feed in the meantime with the attack visor, and later on with the standard primary fire. And Goats Only is pushed back into their spawn. Northstewed will get caught out and punched by Yusuf. And Wannabe is mostly just camping spawn at this point. Ton of ultimates coming out. Multiple kills coming out, however that is currently in favor of the defenders. Yusuf does manage to take out Moby, but he will die from the Coalescence. Avoid just kind of left to deal with the absence of his team. And Cal is going full red at Lucio. As usual. You know, as you do. Wannabe swaps over from the Doomfist over to the McCree, possibly deciding that there was just too much to deal with him as the Doomfist. Not too many ultimates coming online for Easy Clap, aside from Koodle and Falcon. Or sorry, Yusuf, not Falcon. Falcon just used it on briefly before. Avoid building up his nano boost rather quickly, and Yusuf just before he could build up his ult. Fell. Wannabe lighting up the kill feed quite a bit. Going back and forth. Wannabe still claiming kills left and right. However, Cal was a bit too Reddit for his own good. Moby stalling out point. Whew, excuse me. Raph still helping out with the kill feed in the meantime. It is going rather back and forth, and I am starting to have doubts that Easy Clap will be capable of finishing this point. Oh my word, all the ultimates coming out, and Koodle really only manages to get Adam, while Fugla gets a lot more value out of his ult in the meantime. Wannabe, oh, that's a huge late pick. I really don't think anyone besides maybe Cal could touch here, and he wasn't there, so... Nope. Good defense, honestly. That's a decent place to hold. They pushed pretty far forward, but if Goats Only can finish the map, which they have done before, not on this map, but on Hanamura, they finished the map multiple times with Easy Clap having defender's advantage, they could take this map. And honestly, taking a single point off of Easy Clap, that is a hell of a lot more than anyone was expecting. But I guess it depends on what they decide to run here on defense, Easy Clap. Because if they can first hold, which is possible, not likely because it's very hard, but possible, then all the better. Of course, then there's second point, or there's that first choke point immediately after first, as well as just before you capture second point. So there are plenty of places here for Goats Only to be held, but we'll have to wait and see. Getting some early scouting here from Moby.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, I like what I'm seeing on the defense here. Oh, never mind. Kuda was on the Pharah briefly, and then decided better of it. Avoid is on the Mercy currently, but I believe he's still in spawn, so he can swap. Nope, I guess they are going with the Pharah Mercy. Okay. Okay. However, Fugla has been really proving his worth on the McCree. As I say that, he swaps over to Soldier, but he has been doing rather... So I can imagine, as long as he is a long-range hit scan, he could put a lot of pressure onto Koodle. Koodle already taking a bit of poke damage there, I'm not sure from who exactly. Northstewed taking a lot of poke damage as well early on. However, it will get healed up. Lux, oh, huge 4-man anti-nade coming in from Cal. Fugla immediately takes out Koodle just as I was... Should be able to put pressure on, and sure enough he does. Avoid Pharah Mercy both falling, however Yusuf claims 2 of his own, with Falcon taking out Fugla in the meantime. However, Yusuf falling is not good for... This is all, keep in mind, attacker's advantage. Northstewed, as well as Moby, and the rest of them are still coming back. However, the Pharah Mercy did just return, and that's going to be rather difficult to deal with. However, Fugla is back as well. They do need to hurry, however, because... The defenders don't have a Lucio, so they can't get back to spawn fast, but if they wait and waste too much time or do that, then it could be all the more difficult. What is happening? Oh, gotcha. Ooh, nice pin onto Yusuf. The defenders, once again, without their main tank, however, they... Pharah in the sky, and Fugla has just respawned now, so maybe will see something to deal with it. Nice bomb coming in from Falcon, and it will find Adam yet again. This man did not find a break today. Wannabe and Cal getting incredibly low, but will get healed up. Raph tosses in a bomb of his own, possibly getting anything? No, but Fugla again taking out Poodle. He just can't get a break. This soldier is another dragon coming in from Wannabe, but it gets eaten. Poodle does get rezzed, however. Oh, wait, this is going back and forth, and this looks like it will be in favor of the attackers. As I say that, Yusuf gets a 4-man shatter, takes out 2 of them, with Cal pocketing him from the high ground, and oh my word. I mean, they got a tick and a half, but a half a tick doesn't really matter. Oh, Wannabe just flexing on him now. That was a beautiful shatter from Yusuf. That single-handedly saved them that point. However, they still have 2 minutes. That's probably 3 good fights remaining. Kudo swaps over to the Sombra. This could be a lot more dangerous for the offense if they don't pay attention, if they don't notice it. Northstude already without his shield. They're just going to have to wait that out. Both supports on goes only now. And Raph getting low, and North leapt. Adam invests an early beat. Lux coming up on his Coalescence. I expect that to be coming out soon enough. Sure enough, there we go. Northstude does have his shatter, however, they're so spread out that it's hard to say. Oh no, Yusuf is nanoed as well. Blizzard coming in from Moby, and Fugla does find Cal, and Cal has been a very hard carry of this defense. So I believe this might actually be time for huge. Oh my god, not again. Yet another flank shatter. Lux and Adam, however, getting quite a lot of picks here. Lux just needs to win the duel with Wannabe, and that didn't quite happen. However, Fugla does, and the defense is coming back, but it's hard to say whether they'll be able to stop anything. Oh no, they got off point! And 3 minutes is not a bad time for the offense. They just have to make sure not to get about the point. It looks like Lux will be over there. Taking out Cal as early as they did in this fight probably ensures that they will be able to get through that first tiresome choke point. Yusuf charging back to his team. Will not be taking too much damage. In the meantime, Falcon is demeched. And Northstude is taken out. His shield broke at the exact wrong time, right as Falcon was pistol whipping him. Raph is hacked out, however, he should get out with his mech and his life. And the ultimates are rather even here for the time being. Wannabe is just building dragons so incredibly fast though. Raph tosses in a bomb. Good placement, but oh, I like that shatter by North. Did manage to take advantage of the bomb placement from Raph. Oh, the Falcon takes out 3.5. We can call that 4. Because he ends up getting the ultimate kill onto Raph's Baby Diva as well. And now the defense is holding at this choke that I was so worried that they would be caught out on. They just really have not been able to deal with this Sombra. Cal is up on the high ground? No, she's on the low ground, just healing up Koodle from the backline. Wannabe is incredibly low. He has to back extremely far out, and this is their chance. Yusuf completely out of position, and that is their chance to push forward. Yusuf coming up on another shatter, as well as Koodle coming up on another EMP. Wannabe already 93% to his next dragons. This new Hanzo with the slower projectile speed has been giving people a lot of trouble, but apparently not Wannabe, because yep, Yusuf kind of whiffs his shatter there, and he does pay for it with his life. Raph is there, ready and waiting. Yusuf getting a little bit angry at May once again. Adam does get taken. Void. Battle of the Reddit. Lucio's there. Wannabe nanoed, and considering how much he's been just dominating the kill feed on this Hanzo, that's a rather scary sight. However, they do back out enough for it to not really matter. EMP coming in with an immediate sleep. Northstude falls to that. Lux and Moby soon after, and sub 1 minute. I don't know if Goats Only is going to be able to capture this point. They need to do something. Another check. Oh no. Fugla and Adam are almost all the way back to first attacker's spawn. Cal just kind of got too aggressive there, trying to heal up Koodle. That was their whole thing. The two of them just would kind of flank. But Moby was expecting it. Fugla pops the high noon, however, everyone's kind of around the corner. Falcon finds Lux somehow. Must have just barely been around the corner Yusuf does fall, however, and that is a good position to be in here, as no one's really behind them anymore. However, they can't forget about the point. C9. We've already seen that a few times this weekend, and it's not fun. Falcon is D-mech. Raph tosses in his mech. I guess he was getting D-mech there. Wannabe coming up behind Raph. Moby does toss in the Blizzard, and that is a good position for it to be in. Yet another Dragon. And Northsuit, they're just investing all the ultimate. Moby does die to Wannabe's Dragons. He's kind of stuck there in the middle with his Ice Block. And Wannabe is lighting up the kill feed. Lux does kill a Void, but will it be enough? Falcon getting incredibly low. Adam invests the beat, probably just to close out this fight. Beautiful EMP and Shatter, but is there enough follow-up? They didn't immediately get the kills there, but it looks like they might now, as it's just Adam on point. Yep, Moby was trying to get there in time, but not quite. There definitely was potential there for Goats Only to take that map, but they needed to do something more about the Sombra and the Hanzo in particular. That's a 3K, yep. Broke the shield at the exact right time. And that's all she wrote. I mean, the scoreline is exactly what people were expecting. But especially Hanamura in particular was so back and forth. There was definitely an argument to be made that Goats Only could have taken Hanamura or King's Row. Or Busan, to be fair. The two rounds that Easy Clap won and Busan are a little bit more heavy-handed, but Goats Only put up a good fight. Alright, so who do we want to get in here? I feel like...
Wannabe did really good. Yusuf was popping off.
If we get Yusuf in here, he's just going to plug his TikTok, I can guarantee you. Let's see.
On Ana, right?
Yeah, Cal was the Ana. / Lucio.
Cal was getting a lot of purples. Or anti-nates.
Yeah. I feel like Cal, as the one person who's not really known, might be a good person.
Do a rookie interview?
Yeah. Still waiting on confirmation. Nope. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. Cal says yes. Let me find Cal. Which lobby should they be in? Okay. We are in casting booth 4, right?
Yeah.
What's up with you?
Hello.
What's up?
Well, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I would say hard-fought win, but you guys seem to be having a lot more fun than sweating in that match. You in particular seem to be having a lot of fun with the flank Ana and Lucio.
Yeah, you know the vibes, you know what's up with me.
You and Koodle just deciding to flank with the Ana combo on.
Yeah, they went mace, so it's kind of cringe, but could not have been easier. Not gonna lie.
So I already kind of know the answer to this, but for the stream's sake, what was your prep like for this match?
We have not scrimmed. I don't even know we don't even know one of the people.
I figured.
He already left the VC. We don't even know one of them. But all of us are pretty much just friends. And we didn't really scrim because it's kind of just going to be a stomp if we do. It's raw goated.
Fair. So, how did you guys feel on Hanamura when Goats Only actually brought it back and like almost took it to a 6-6 there? Like it going to a round.
Give you the real answer?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
So my headset, sometimes, like, if I play something too loud, you can hear it, like this. So, like, the whole time, we were just listening to music. And we had 0 comms. We were listening to Taylor Swift, because she's one of the boys.
Alright.
That's pretty much it. So it wasn't really us doing worse, it was just us not caring.
I mean, I think that's to be expected. Everyone kind of expected that from you guys, to be honest.
The song's just from Yusuf, since he's the TikTok god. Yusuf Siish. You know what's up with me? You know what's up with him? He god.
I'm sure if Discord allowed him to connect his TikTok, then he would have it linked.
Probably.
But anyways, I'll let you get back to your team and enjoy the rest of the night. So congratulations again on the win.
Wait, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go for it.
If we drop a map, I will donate $50 to charity. That's all I
All
gotta
right.
say. We will not drop a map for the whole thing.
That's a challenge to every other team. I forget who you're facing next week, but
I don't even know any of them either. Alright, I'm out this bitch. See ya.
all right. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected from that friends group. that's basically what we would have gotten with Yusuf as well. Anyways, yeah, that's again, scoreline does not portray how close Goats Only could have gotten to taking a map. They had the opportunity, I think, with more time and more practice. Some other teams, possibly even Goats Only, I forget if they face Easy Clap again later this season. But yeah, I think Goats Only has proven that they're definitely not a bottom tier team if they could go that far against Easy Clap. Because that was literally what everyone expects out of Easy Clap. We know they're not going to scrim. We know they're not really going to try that hard. So if anyone can take a map off of these 4.4, 4.3 players, then all the better.
Pog.
And anyways, yeah, that's all we've got. It looks like 2 of the other games are already over, but it looks like actually wait, no. Yeah. Was this the last game? What the heck? Because the only 2 people in Casting Booth 1 are Ranter and Vulcan. So like the lobby host and everyone else isn't in there. So
Yeah.
wow. Okay. If there are other games, feel free to check them out. I don't know if there are. Skip around on the streams, just check them out. Otherwise, peace nut.